This video is sponsored by Endel. 1. There is something deeply wrong with you. Most likely, lots of things. You almost certainly possess traits and tendencies central to who you are that are unbelievably irritating. To not only you, but also to everyone who knows you. Everyone who ever has. Worse, you're likely not even aware of a lot of it, and you likely never will be. Not really. You'll never know how you really are from the outside, what it's really like to experience you from the perspective of somebody else. Whether it's a smell, or a tendency to interrupt, or something much worse, the reasons for why certain people have and why certain people will distance from you, leave you, hate you, are often things you don't fully know and perhaps can never fully know. Often, they're things you can never fully fix. 2. You will never be understood by anyone. There are so many things that no one will ever know about you. There will be thoughts and desires, secrets that you take to the grave with you out of choice, out of fear. There will also be feelings and experiences and perceptions that you take to the grave with you out of the mere impossibility of ever communicating them. Your whole experience of everything, what and how everything is for you, nothing else will ever know. Only one thing can ever traverse the same track of time and space in the universe, and you are wholly and forever alone on yours. Forever alone in your head, in your mind, in your red, in your blue, in your sadness, in your pleasure, and in your truth. 3. You will never fully know yourself. So much of us is hidden from ourselves by ourselves. What are the actual sources of our thoughts, our desires, our fears, our dreams, our actions? The unconscious mind is a solvent that all our experiences and genetics are constantly stirred in and dissolved away into. We are the single solution where no individual component is ever clear or tangible. To know what our essence really is, as a whole, the sum of all our parts, what we really want, what we really believe, who we really are, takes a lifetime. And a lifetime kills you. 4. Nothing is what it seems. Consciousness has given us a front row seat to the show of everything, but it's a magic show, and the illusions are really good. 5. So much of life is chance, perhaps all of it. Who you are, what you think and believe, how much you have or don't have, how much you will or won't, where you'll end up. Everything is a product of where and when you were born, who you were born to, what brain and body you were born with, and all the things you have encountered ever since. Who else can be credited for anything other than the odds? Free will and control are illusions we cling to justify our pride. 6. Happiness will never come. Not in the form most of us have been told it will. Not in the form most of us are hoping it will. There will never be a time where everything is finally perfect and nothing ever hurts. Where the world is in harmony, free from chaos and tragedy. Where we are at peace, free from desire and yearn. Life is mostly a cycle between boredom and anxiety. No amount of fame, wealth, control, esteem, family, or friends will ever solve that. Whatever is missing, it's missing in us, the very condition of our being. 7. You will be replaced. By others, by technology, by progress. The days when you had to explain how things work to those older than you will soon become the days when you will need the explaining. Perhaps those days are already here. Soon, the explaining will be futile. At some point, you won't be important in the ways you once were, in the ways you once longed and fought for. 8. You will be forgotten. You already have been, by past friends and colleagues. You will continue to be, by everyone. Eventually, one by one, memories of you will shrivel up with the decaying minds of those who once knew and loved you. Along with them, the last remaining traces of you will wash away, as if you never even existed. No matter who you are, the great enveloping cosmic dark clears the shores of all traces of past speechgoers. 9. No real story ends well. Happy endings exist solely to compensate for the fact that in real life, there are none. Things will go wrong. Things will remain unresolved. No one makes it out alive. Nothing makes it out intact. 10. In all likeliness, when your story ends, it is the end. But your story hasn't ended yet, and despite all that was just mentioned, you don't want it to. Despite it all, we want to continue. We want to rebel against the absurdity of it all, to find meaning and beauty in it all. And we do. There is something in us so much stronger than all of these truths, and it is found within each of them. A poignant but vital embodiment of the human spirit. The fact that we can not only endure them, but we can invert them into beauty and triumph. If you know you will be forgotten, you can decide to live for right now while you're still here. If you will be replaced, then right now you are, or at some point you were, important. If you know there is no end game, no final peace or success or happiness to strive for, then you can search for and find reason and potency in all the stages of life along the way. In the moments between boredom and anxiety, there's achievement, there's a sense of purpose, there is fuel to keep going, there is opportunity for grace. If you know life is essentially luck, if you are watching or reading this right now, you can appreciate the likely good amount you've had. Existing as a human in the first place, able to contemplate the odds at all, is perhaps one of the least likely things to ever get a chance to do in the universe. And while you're here, even if you know you'll never fully understand anything, including yourself, you can know that there is an ever-changing self and an ever-mysterious world to constantly explore and delve into, always capable of surprising you, of entertaining and mystifying you. A magic show of everything from a unique seat in the house reserved exclusively for you for all of eternity. Understandably, the intensity of all this breaks everyone to some degree. How could there not be something wrong with you? There is something wrong with everyone. But through unwavering honesty, expression, support, and effort, we can connect with each other over these very truths. This video is sponsored by Endel. Understandably, the complexness and darkness in life can often be overwhelming. This overwhelm can manifest in the form of stress, anxiety, rumination, difficulty sleeping, and so on. One tool, however, that is incredibly powerful in modulating and improving our state of mind is audio. But the audio we consume is notoriously difficult to control itself. Playlists on streaming platforms or YouTube are often inconsistent, interrupted, and rarely what our mind actually needs. Endel is an app that completely solves this problem by providing personalized soundscapes that are exactly what our mind needs when it needs it. Using patented AI-powered technology, Endel adapts to you and your environment in real time. Inputs like location, weather, heart rate, and your unique circadian rhythm are all utilized to provide totally personalized soundscape experiences that are the most effective and relevant to you. In those late nights when all those thoughts that you ignored during the day come back to find you, Endel is the perfect shield. Using soft, gentle sounds, Endel helps calm and comfort the mind to sleep. Endel's soundscapes are also great for cutting through negative and distracting thoughts during the day, so to better focus, manage tasks, and handle stress. A recent survey revealed that many Endel users have found success managing symptoms like anxiety and sleep disorders by using Endel. And according to brainwave studies, engineered soundscapes that are personalized to individuals provide the fastest and most consistent focus as opposed to playlists on streaming platforms. If you want to better utilize the power of audio yourself, download Endel using the link in the description. The first 100 people who do will receive a free week of audio experiences. And of course, as always, thank you so much for watching in general, and see you next video.